That's what we lacking in our communities. When we go to these churches, you got to ask yourself, when the last time you heard them tell you what God says, thou shalt and thou shalt not?
Right.
To live this way, to not do this, not to eat this, to dress this way. When do you hear this in the church? It ain't often.
Right.
These things don't happen. And then we wonder why when we leave, why we see the things that we see. Because nobody out here, none of the people that leave that place got any type of conviction to do what God said to do. They don't feel like it's required. Because he loves you and he forgives you for whatever y'all to do. Nobody got no type of conviction to do what he said to do.
Y'all be on the lake with it. We across the 7 seas, grimy in the hood with it. Where they push the B's and C's, your pastor, he about the cheese. We about the nation build. Tired of single parent homes, tired of brothers getting killed. We be on the battlefield, cleaning up communities. One mind, one accord, all about the unity. Script cut your...
To your question, like, ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? If you got the, typically it ain't typically possible because what? We working them other 6 days. You see what I'm saying? But if you got the availability, you got you and 15 other believers, y'all got a chance that y'all want to come together and build camaraderie and unity every day, that's cool. Like, that's good. That would be a good thing to do. Hell, I wish we could do all that every day.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But the reason we harp on this particular day on the Sabbath, because that's the one day that God requires it. You see what I'm saying? Where it ain't just like optional, where you can be like, I want to do it today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to do it. And that's, I think, the point that also trying to drive home is that if you believe or subscribe to what the Bible is saying or what's detailed or outlined of how we're supposed to walk, what we're supposed to do, you want to be around like-minded people who also feel that same way. Because what happened is, give me Proverbs 22:16. I think that's it. That it? 12:26. 12:26. Because what happened is you're gonna be molded by the people you're around or the environment that you're around.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if you consistently around people that's walking the opposite of you, it's either you gonna turn them to where you at or you going in their direction. You see what I'm saying? Watch this. You got it.
Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
Because majority of us, we have a background, like the way we was raised in our households. Typically, a lot of us, we lived a lifestyle or develop or follow customs or develop a way of living that was the direct contrary to God, or contrary to what the Bible say. So it's like, if we trying to now change that, we need to put ourselves in an environment that encourages that change.
Right.
Otherwise, you're gonna have temptation on your left, your right, your front, your back, that's trying to take you the opposite direction of what you used to. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's such an importance to Sirach 27, I think it's 12. I think that's it. That's why it's such an importance when you find other people that got this like mind, like, dang, we wanna worship God too. We wanna, what we reading in this book, we wanna follow and stand on wholeheartedly. You gotta find and want to be around them, want to be with them. You see what I'm saying? Oh, okay. So you seen some of our classes before? Okay, then what you know what I'm saying? You know we had a school out here?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, cool.
I didn't even know y'all was in Birmingham. I'm gonna be real with you. It's just something that just came to my attention.
Okay, all praise to the Most High. Yes, we in Birmingham. We got a school from here. It's like maybe 20 minutes or something in Adamsville.
All right.
Like, bro, yeah.
Let me
You know what I'm saying?
Because I gotta go get you something to eat.
Go get you a flight.
Yes. Get a brother a flyer. I'm gonna read this too. Read this.
Sirach chapter 27 and verse 12. If thou be among the discreet, observe.
I think it's 30. Is it 37, 27? That might be it. I think that's it. Nope. 12. That's it.
Sirach chapter 37 and verse 12. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing, bro. I'm glad, you know what I'm saying, you've been listening to the class, taking heed to the classes. The fact that you ran into us today out of, you know what I'm saying, out of a whim.
Right, I was coming through here with my auntie. I said, that's the Israelite.
Yeah, bro. The fact that you did that today, that lets you know, like, the Lord is like trying to encourage you to take that next step.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, well, you've been listening, you've been receiving whatever's been said in those classes. Now it's time for you to take that next step and be around these brothers.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying, that's encouraging that same behavior.
Right.
Because, bro, look at our community around us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't going in no positive direction. And we need brothers that's from these communities, in these areas, that want to be the beacons of light to our people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We need, yeah, bro.
My name's Cedric.
Cedric. Okay, my name's Sarai.
Keto.
Yeah, we got, what time we going to open? Like 11, 12?
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, 11, 12 o'clock Saturday. Yep, give me John 8:32. John 8:32. Now you good. Because once again, we as united in Christ, we out here to show our people who they are according to the Bible.
That's right.
Right? And how to fix the issues we got in our community.
Right.
How we fix the issues of violence. How we fix the issues of hate. How we fix the issues of drug abuse.
Bring it out.
How we fix those things with God's instructions, with God's word. Because the solution is in there.
Right.
If we're willing to take heed to it.
That's
Read
right.
that.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. Bring it out. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
A big problem we got in Birmingham and Fairfield, all across the state of Alabama amongst our people is that we don't understand the truth about what this Bible is talking about.
Right.
The truth about what this Bible says.
Right.
We got churches on every corner and every neighborhood to be the best looking thing in the neighborhood. And once you step outside them churches, the people on the outside are struggling.
Right.
The people on the outside struggling with addictions. They got vices that's against the Bible. We got all types of issues. You got to ask a question. Well, why is that? We supposed to have a hospital on every corner. That's what the church is supposed to be.
Right.
A place where the people can go and get healed.
Right.
A place where the people can go and get help. If we got hospitals on every corner, how is the people still sick?
Right.
How the people still got problems?
Right.
It's because the truth is not being taught in these places.
Bring it out.
It's not being taught in these places. Read it one more time.
John chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So if you want and you looking for an answer, what is it that the so-called black man and woman need to do in 2025 to break these generational curses? We got to follow the truth of the Bible.
Right.
Now the question is, what is that?
Right.
What is that? What does that look like? What is the truth specifically that we need to be following? Come on over, my sister. Read that. Psalms 119, 142.
Psalms 119, verse 142. The righteous is an everlasting. Thy righteous is an everlasting.
Thy righteousness.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
God's commandments is the truth that we're lacking in our communities.
That's right.
That's what we lacking in our communities. When we go to these churches, you got to ask yourself, when the last time you heard them tell you what God says, thou shalt and thou shalt not?
Right.
To live this way, to not do this, not to eat this, to dress this way.
Right.
When do you hear this in the church? It ain't often.
Right.
These things don't happen.
Right.
And then we wonder why when we leave, why we see the things that we see. Because nobody out here, none of the people that lead that place got any type of conviction to do what God said to do.
Right.
They don't feel like it's required. Because he love you and he forgive you for whatever y'all to do. Nobody got no type of conviction to do what he said to do.
Right.
I'm just gonna get forgiveness later. All I gotta do is pray and say I'm sorry and shoot, I'm good.
Right.
That's the problem we got. We gotta address that. We gotta address it head on.
Right.
How you doing, my sister? How you doing? You believe in the Bible? That's good. That's a beautiful thing to hear. That's a beautiful thing to hear. Now, how when we say we believe in the Bible, like how do we show God that we love Him?
About what you do to His people. Like He told me, come on. You know what? If we serve the same master, the same daddy, I need to come over here to show people, hey, y'all ain't out here just to be out here.
That's right.
Y'all trying to save souls, and God trying to win souls.
That's right. Absolutely.
And He said, His people will know Him by how we love one another.
There we go. Now watch this. Read that.
The book of 1 John, chapter 5, and verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments.
Because oftentimes, like typically, when we be out here, sometimes we'll ask a lot of our people that same question, like how we show God we love Him. Typically, we always get responses that deal with something like, it's usually some type of verbal action, like I'm gonna pray to Him, I'm gonna tell Him thank you, I'm gonna speak to Him all the time, I'm praise Him or whatever. But it's like that's well and that's good, but it shouldn't end there.
No,
It shouldn't end with just things that you do verbally, but it needs to be shown with what we do, how we live,
He
right?
said, with loving kindness have I drawn. If we're going to draw people, we're going to draw them through love.
True.
No matter what a person say, even when y'all tell people to come and they do their little thing, you go, I love you, sister, God bless you. Turn around and keep talking.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you'll leave an impact.
Now, I'm glad you said that, sis, because sometimes what happened to cause a lot of our people, like you said, to turn around and just keep going, is the same commandments that the Lord that we just read that we got to obey to show God we love Him. Is the same thing a lot of people have contention with or conflict with. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, right? In your opinion, do you think, or from what you've learned over the years, do you think God has a care for the things that we eat?
He said this body is the temple of Him, and we need to watch our intake. He is in the Bible, fatty foods. He really told us to eat, he said meat and vegetables. But yeah, He care about what we put in the body because it don't belong to us.
I like that. I like that. You're right. It don't belong to us. So like what type of what can we find, what can we read where He talks about things that He wants us to avoid and things He don't want, like we are allowed to eat?
Where is it?
Or if you could name one thing that you know He said, okay, don't eat that.
The catfish, the things in the bottom of the sea that eat everything.
Watch this. Let's read it. You got it. Verse 9.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, and verse 9.
Bring it out.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales, in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So the qualification for whatever come out that water, it gotta have fins and gotta have scales. Right. Now, and I'll say in your past or even present, like do you eat shellfish at all or catfish or anything like that?
I eat catfish.
Why we do it?
But I'm gonna say this. I don't buy it, but
When it's around, it's okay.
But I don't buy catfish.
And I can understand that. It'd be either some peer pressure around or just like everybody else doing. Like, you know, I can understand that. But that goes to show if we in an environment, especially with our family, who also say they believe in the Bible or love God, we gotta sit down and look at, are their actions matching up to what they say? Because if we gotta show Him our love by doing what He's saying, He tell us, well, I don't want y'all eating certain foods because why? Like you said earlier, that body is our temple and it's loaned to us. Then we need to abide by those things. You know what I'm saying? But the issue that a lot of us are seeing is that when we go to on Sunday, wherever it is, church we go to, a lot of these places don't put emphasis on God's commandments. They don't.
And thinking of when it's coming, He said, this commandment that I give you a new commandment, that you love one another.
No, that's true. But guess what? Even in Him saying that, is loving one another, is that something that's new? Is that something He didn't tell us before?
Oh, He been told us. But you know what? I thank God that more people are getting into the revelation because they read that like it was drinking water, just something to do. But that's an action thing.
Okay.
That's an action thing.
Yes, it is.
And see, I've been on the job 18 years. I just transferred. My whole 18 years, I walked them in love. Because people want to change me. I worked in a treatment center. They want me to, but they couldn't. That's just them how they are. If a person came in there tore up from the front, that's how they treat them. I said, I treat everybody the same. I don't care what I have on, what I got. Miss Jackie, can I have them? I'm bringing it to you.
Okay. So since you said that, like, what about if He cares about, like you said, our body is our temple. It's loaned to us. He cares about the things we put in it. What about the things we put on it as far as the way we represent ourselves, the way that we dress?
Our dressing should never be mistaken worldly. He teaches us to be conservative.
I like it. I like it. So, what for? Matter of fact, I'm gonna read this real quick.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
I agree with you that the Lord want us to. We need to dress in what today you could call it be a conservative manner.
Yes.
But we gotta ask ourselves, what did that look like? What would that look like for us today? Like what we just read, he described that for men, we shouldn't put on things that is a woman's attire or woman's apparel, right? Which would be, dresses, skirts, putting some bras on, or you know what I'm saying, probably throwing a little wig on, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't wear those things that pertain to women, because when you do that, you saying something about yourself. Whatever we put on when we walk outside the house, it's a representation of the way that we feel, the way that we think. Right. And we, based off that, people gonna look at us and they're gonna make a perception about who we are.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? That's just how the world works. That's how we work as people. Now the same on the flip side. Now, what does this look like for women today, where he says that women shouldn't wear things that pertain to men?
That's true too. Okay, a man. Okay, like the time we're in now, we need to be talking about the garment that a man wear and a woman, because see now, you don't know the man from the woman.
I agree.
Because the woman want to dress like a man.
What does that look like?
In layman terms, it looks jacked up, but it looks like the Bible is fulfilling itself.
No, I'm saying, what does it look like? Like, how could we look at a woman and determine, oh yeah, she wearing stuff that men supposed to be wearing?
Because they wearing the shoes, they wearing the pants, they wearing the billfold in the back. They doing all of that.
So do you think?
You know what? I got to go look in this buggy, y'all.
Before you go, sis, I just wanna finalize this point. So, should women, like based off of what we read, like or what you just said, do you think women today should be wearing pants?
Well, I don't think. Now he did say about the garments, men clothing, but pants is not just made for men.
When did that stop being it? Because remember, if you just think about around your granddad's time or your grandmother's time, right? Was there something that existed called women's pants?
No, they didn't. In my grandmother's time, they didn't wear many pants. But that's in the Old Testament too. It's not found in that.
And what? So what? And yes, it is in the Old Testament, right? Now what?
Saved by grace now. Okay,
does that?
now.
Yes, I agree. But does that make null and void the Lord's rules?
It don't. The word is powerful, and it is the word all by itself. Mm-hmm. We can't change what the word has said.
Correct.
But he did tell us we're under grace now. He giving us grace now.
I agree.
We're not under the law. We're under the grace.
So what does that mean though? When we say we're not under the law, what does that mean to you?
Okay, because the law
does that mean when you say we're not under the law? Does that mean you don't have a responsibility or obligation to follow it?
Oh no, I ain't saying that at all.
So what is that? What does that statement mean?
Okay, there's many things that was under the law that I am glad now that we are saved by grace, because back in the law, when people committed adultery, they were stoned to death.
There we go. I like it.
They were stoned to death. See, now, it used to be a time people used to say, you know, the Lord is going to get her. And then these people did this thing in their 30s and their early 40s. And then maybe 50 you will know, because, you know, her life started to change. Now you do something you can easily tell. Because, see, God is doing exactly what he said. It ain't no waiting period. Time is near, time is now.
So, but what you said earlier, right?
Uh-huh.
You said that, I'm trying to remember exactly how you worded it. You said that we're living under grace, and that instead of back in the day with a Lord, somebody commit adultery, he'll stone them. Like we have some form of mercy. Right now, but with that mercy or with this grace of not being killed immediately on the spot for committing a sin, should we now make sure that we following God's commandments? Like for an example, what we just read, we read about a commandment about our dress code, as far as a man not dressing like a woman, a woman not dressing like a man. Right? And you already said that years ago. There wasn't no such thing as no women's pants.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And everybody back in those days,
Give me Romans 12:2.
Long garments, men and women, and they had to tie. Look, I gotta find my phone. Let me look in this bucket.
Yo.
But look, I enjoy y'all, and if she ain't weigh 25 pounds, I promise I'll stand up long.
Well, I want you to read. I want you to listen to this before you go.
Okay, come on.
What we trying to teach our people and show our people, sis, is that we descend from the people that you read about in this book.
Right.
When you read about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Isaiah, Jeremiah, all these men, these are our actual ancestors.
Right.
These are not people that would look like this or that we think would look like this.
Right.
But these are melanated black people like you and I that lived a long time ago that we need to get our wisdom from.
Right.
Yeah,
And
because
what
Abraham loved God, and it was counted unto him as righteousness.
exactly.
Yeah, and
He believed and he did what God said. Now, this is what I want you to read as you leave. This is what I want you to listen to as you read, because one thing you said is about like this time difference, right? About them not having one of those such things as women's pants that back then, but you know what I'm saying, now it is. Watch this.
Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Sis, no matter what time period it is, whatever God commands us to do, how we supposed to eat, like we read earlier, how we supposed to dress, whatever, or like loving one another, that has to be done no matter the time period.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord.